day, mate. Good day, mate.
Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? Hope you're having a fantastic one. Let me just check that everything is working, and then we will begin. And lower the music. In the meantime, how are you? What have you been up to? What have you been doing this weekend? Let me see. Beep 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 beep. Okay. Boop 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 boop. All right. I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and move on over here. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? How's it going? I need to lower the music for me. There you go. Emmers, you were here first. You were even here before Saribot was. Way to go. Yimit, welcome in. Hello, how are you? How's it going? Vix, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Emmers with the 50 stream streak. Incredible. You're back up there already. That's so fast, it feels like. I guess it's been 50 streams, but still. Yesterday I played The Sims on console all day, and today I've been making a memory book for my friend to celebrate that we've been friends 20 years this year. Oh, so fun. That's so fun, Vix. I hope they enjoy it. That's super, super cool. Yimit with the 60 stream streak. Incredible. Yimit, way to go. You're almost at 100. Way to go. Hope you guys are all doing well. I don't know how long this today's stream will be, so we'll just kind of play it by ear. But too much to bear. Welcome in, and thank you.
Jetpack 13 shy. Jetpack 13 shy.
Thank you for the 10 months at tier 2. Incredible. Thank you so much. Too much to bear. Thank you for the tier 2 sub. How are you? I don't know how long today's stream is going to be. We're going to be playing Wanderstop, which is a game we played the demo for during this last Steam Next Fest, and it was good, and also kind of intense though. So I'll warn you, warn you guys. It's a bit of an intense game, but it's also cozy. But then it's also very intense. So that is your warning. I don't know what fully, like, is in the game, but it does seem to have some heavier topics. 70s Friday and snowing today. Wow, that is a huge difference. It's been snowing this weekend, but it's, I mean, we're still in the 30s, so it's normal. What was I gonna say? Oh, some new things. I put an announcement in Discord in case you didn't see. I will tell you now, but basically, one, there's a new jet bot that is there. That's going to help automate some things, such as, because I always forget to post things like Screenshot Saturday and whatever, so that is now available, and so you'll see things from JetBot. 2, you can earn experience in the server and level up. It's just a cosmetic thing. You have your own little, like, rank plate. Eventually, I think I'm going to add the ability to get badges through it as well, but it's going to take a bit because I want to design the badges. But then you can get like achievements for like reacting to things and whatever. So you can level up now. There's a level up channel where if you level up, it'll at you in that one channel. There is now also a social media channel where now when I post, you can now just see it there. And you can also then just get a direct, link to it in the case you wish to like it or whatever, or comment on a thing. But, so that's there, but JetBot will be helping with all of that. So, and I think that's all the stuff I added. Super windy and dusty yesterday. Oof, that's no fun. That's no fun. Oh yeah, did any of you guys get hit by that big storm? Also, if you like U2s and Senshi, they have a plushie coming out in a few days. They do. I know of their like statues. I've never owned one, but I've never seen a plushie, I don't think. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, I want it. That's very adorable. My Nendoroid should be like I'll be getting it. It is very adorable. If you guys would like to see a picture of it, here it is in the chat. Looks very adorable. It got delayed without any kind of update to it, so I'm not really sure where it's at or when I'll be getting it, so we'll just kind of play it by ear, I guess. But yeah, it hasn't shipped, so we'll see. Another random thing, I mentioned the game Claire Obscure Expedition 33. We played the trailer. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be on our radar to play. Once it gets closer, I'll kind of keep an eye out on reviews, but I think it would be a game that I'd like to play. I'll probably get it on PlayStation, but you watched it on Play yesterday. Yeah, there's some like previews out for it. I actually could apply for a preview code, but it's for Steam, and I only have a Steam Deck. And so I am thinking I'm going to wait to grab it on PlayStation. But I didn't realize this, and I can't remember if I mentioned this the other day. I might have, but the voice actor, I think I did, the voice actor for the main character is Charlie Cox, who is Daredevil in the MCU now, but on Netflix as well, and that guy. Yeah, I did mention this. I totally am remembering now, but I'm saying it again because I'm still surprised. I didn't actually piece it together, but now that I then listened to it again, I watched the trailer again, and I was like, oh yeah, that is totally him. I don't know why I didn't. He has a distinct, well, I guess maybe I'm more used to his American accent. Maybe that's why. To me, though, he doesn't have necessarily like an incredibly distinct voice, like not one that stands out in like a major way, you know, like he's not like Christopher Walken or something. So maybe that's also why, like it just sounds like a British accent to me. But anyway, I was surprised to learn that. I'm now like, I mean, I'm, you know, interested in playing it. That's next month. This weekend, I played a little bit of Split Fiction with YV. It was very fun. We did not get very far, but he had some trouble getting his EA account set up. So we, in our little hang time, is mostly him setting it up and us just chatting. But Sassy, welcome in. Well, how are you today? But it's very fun. If you guys get a chance to play it, I suggest you do. We only probably played for like an hour or something, but very fun. Very, very fun. It kind of it's great to play it with somebody who's like good at platformers and stuff. So anyway, so I would recommend, if you guys have somebody to play with, check out Split Fiction. I can't wait to play more of that. Doing well, trying to soak up as much of the weekend as I can. Excellent, excellent. The talk show that we watched on Sundays, they were talking about Split Fiction. Definitely feel like it will be on the Game of the Year's list. That's kind of what I've been hearing people talk about. I haven't heard very much since trying not to like get spoiled, you know, by it or whatever. But it does seem like a lot of people are saying that they really enjoyed it. So, I've been playing Split Fiction with a friend. It's cool. Yeah, it's very fun. I mean, again, I am not very far into it. But YV and I have been playing it, or just started playing it. That was my Friday. And so, yeah, I'm sure he's also enjoyed it, so I'm sure we'll continue it, though I don't know how often we'll be playing, but no streaming it. Yeah. Yeah. We talked about it, and it seemed like maybe the best idea was not to stream it, so but we can only get together on one day over the weekend, but I couldn't do today because I have family around. Hey, no, let's, you know, lets you enjoy it for longer, I suppose. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe down the road we'll decide to stream it or something, but we'll see. I'm enjoying it though, so can't wait to play more. There was another thing, this, that I heard that, well, it's weird stuff, but there was a video that got leaked of a thing that I guess Sony is working on, where it was Aloy, but it was all AI, and you could like talk to Aloy, and she would respond to you like an AI would, I guess. And I suppose maybe they're experimenting with, using Sony characters as like AI. Yeah, no, thank you. So it leaked, and the response was bad, which is good. But the response was bad because it also was like real, like uncanny valley, very weird, but also like just not very natural looking. I think it's also a different voice than I forget what her name is. But it was not the normal Aloy voice actor. They actually asked the Aloy voice actor what she thought of it, and she just said that she fears for the artistic side. Ashley Birch, yeah. Well, because it's, I mean, like currently voice actors are on strike because of things like this. They are trying to well, I guess the thing that they're saying is like, if you're going to start like taking voice actors' voices and turn them into AI, whatever, you need to compensate them appropriately. Fair. But what that looks like is different. Is different. I think, though, it seems like a lot of voice actors are kind of against the whole, like, taking our voices and use it for AI. And then there's like on top, but there's sort of like, if you're going to do that, then we need basically like to get royalties for every time like a prompt gets generated with our voice or whatever. I think that's like one of the things they're discussing, or if is it just like a huge lump sum up front, like that kind of stuff. And so I suppose if a voice actor wants to do that, that is, you know, up to them. That I feel like I would not do that. I feel like that leads to potentially less work overall, like less work that you get to do, and, you know, you wouldn't be able to then, you might not be able to secure some jobs or whatever because, you know, your voice could be used for, you know, they might have a, you know, who knows what happens to your voice data after that. If it gets sold to somebody else or whatever, but anyway, so yeah, but I agree. The whole AI thing is getting way out of hand. I can just about suspend my belief and say it might be just about, if someone is dead. Oh, right. Yeah. If someone's dead and you do it that way, but if actors are alive, we don't need AI in their place. I agree. I feel like either two things will happen. Either, is mine? Oh no, it is. Either it gets to a point where it's like so uncanny that it's like, not enjoyable. Like we're just all weirded out by it, and it's like not good, you know, or it does get good enough and we're all weirded out by it. Like I feel like it only ends with us being like, this is not what, you know, this is not what anyone wants. So we'll see kind of what, I don't know what happens. There was apparently, I don't know if it's the OpenAI people. OpenAI is the company behind like ChatGPT, or if it was another company. But they said, Joss, welcome in. How are you? They're like, if, so because there's a lot of things up in the air about AI and like who has the rights to what. Can they just train their algorithms and data stuff on copyrighted works, blah 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 blah, like what are the rules there? And obviously there are people saying that they should not be able to do that, because they're essentially just stealing and then feeding that into like a generator. But some head of some AI company said something to the effect of like, if we can't train our data on copyrighted works, then the AI movement is just over, because essentially it's too expensive for them to be like buying the rights to everything that they want to feed into their algorithm. And it's like, well, too bad. I guess like that just seems like, you know, just ridiculous, I guess. I don't know. Joss, with the 5-stream streak? I'm doing well, Joss. How are you? Trying to think. But anyway, so that's an AI thing going on. It's also very funny because like Split Fiction is kind of basically about that. Should have been 90 today. I think I do remember there was a stream where you weren't here this past like weekish, and I was like, oh no, Joss. I'm so sorry, Joss. But what else? So yeah, that. Another thing. So I've been obviously because the Switch 2 is. I mean, we're coming up. You know, pretty soon. In what? 16 days, 17 days, something like that. Is that's when the Direct is, which is pretty wild. On Thursday, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Joss. So soon, I know. It is very, very soon. A lot of people are like speculating on which like Nintendo properties are gonna have games coming out soon. Really hope Animal Crossing is one, and Animal Crossing has been on the list for a lot of those articles. And it kind of makes sense because, again, the majority of the Animal Crossing team is the Splatoon team, and Splatoon hasn't been worked on for a bit. Like, their DLC was done, and then it was like, you know, and then, like, there's no new content being made for Splatoon 2 right now. So, they're probably working on Animal Crossing. Part of what happened with New Horizons, if you guys aren't aware, is that, like, the team that was working on New Horizons switched to Splatoon 2, and that's when, like, there was no content being made for it after that point, essentially. Really hope they look into this whole switching teams thing when the next Animal Crossing comes out. Like, they need a dedicated team to, like, work on the game, but people are talking about like what they want for the next one or whatever, and I have an idea. I actually have an idea for the next one, because if you guys recall, one of the things that New Horizons was missing sort of was like more interaction with the villagers. Like, the villagers kind of walk around and stuff, but like they don't interact with things. They don't like do stuff. I have an idea. This is my idea. I will tell you. For one, so we already have Animal Crossing personalities, you know, like there's the Sisterly, Smug, the Jocks, the Lazies, etc. Here's what you do. Each personality is given a like a task or something that they do on or in your village that is like kind of unique to their personality. So for example, maybe the Sisterlies are better at like gardening or like watering stuff. So like maybe they water your flowers, maybe like more often. I know they sometimes do that, but like make it like a specific thing to like the Sisterlies. Then maybe they're like, not only that, maybe they're good at like the farming aspect. Like they'll help like harvest things, or maybe they'll help plant things, or maybe they'll help water stuff or whatever. Then you have like, I don't know, the Jocks. Maybe they like will go fish, and maybe they actually catch stuff, and like then they give that to you, like basically giving them like different classes, I guess, if you will, like just something that they do specifically, that so you can curate the villagers to fit your playstyle. Yes, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is like, one, it would kind like, I mean, granted, I don't know if I would necessarily like this, and maybe I would just like deal with because if you guys remember, my island was mostly just Jocks and Lazies, because those were like my favorite villagers, and Cranky. But like, it would kind of maybe encourage you to like diversify a little bit. Or, and the flip side, maybe if you don't like something, maybe you don't like catching bugs, like make the Lazies or something good at catching bugs, and then you have a bunch of Lazies on there, and then they like help you, and they like give it to you, and then whatever. Or a flip side of this, if you don't want to have it based on the personality type, maybe do something where you can like teach your villager a thing. Like, so once you get a villager, then you can like assign them a job, kind of. That would be like another way to do it. Though for some reason I kind of like the idea that it's like built in, or maybe both. Maybe it's some mixture of both, where it's like the personalities now have a thing that they do, and then you can also on top of that give, you know, a villager a job. Maybe that's something that comes out later. Like maybe built in is a personality thing, and then for the 2.0 update, then they allow you to actually teach jobs to your villagers, so you can kind of customize them more. That'd be kind of neat, because maybe they could do two things, you know? Had a lot of cranky in mind. I think I only had... Did I only have one cranky? Kurt was on my island. He was the cranky. I think? I know there was some that like swapped out, and I don't know if I had... Hold on, cranky villagers. We had... Hold on, here's the list. Oh, Bruce! Bruce was also a cranky, that's right. I think we had... But Kurt was always there. Kurt's great. Kurt was on my New Leaf village. We had Octavian at some point. Excuse me. We had Octavian at some point. Do we have anyone else? I don't think we ever had Kabuki. Gonzo we had at some point. You know what would be fun? We should do, if I run out of ideas, we should redo my Animal Crossing from scratch and make it like Australia for the Australia trip. Love Kurt's great. He was in my New Leaf village. A lot of the villagers that I had in New Horizons are ones that I had in my New Leaf village when I played New Leaf a long time ago. And I just wanted them back. I like Kurt's design. I like his little like band-aid that he has on his head. Rolf and Blue Bear are my favorites. Oh, very nice. Boomer's my favorite. That's why Boomer is the tier 3 emote. He's a lazy penguin, but is so cool. My fave. But I had lazies, jocks, and then I guess 2 crankies. The one downside though would be, if I redid my island instead of doing like my normal villagers, I'd miss them. I'd miss my villagers. But anyway. So anyway, I had that idea. I don't know if they'll do anything like that, but I really hope they, like, because I was trying to think of like what could they possibly do to advance Animal Crossing. And I was like, well, maybe if the villagers did more, and that was one of the main complaints, because a lot of people said in Pocket Camp, the villagers are more interactive, and like they actually interact with things. Like if you have the hot air balloon, they get in the little hot air balloon and are having fun, or they're ice skating or whatever. So I was like, more interactions and stuff. But I was like, maybe you could actually like assign them stuff to do, like to actually help your island. A couple of people have said, I think, that they would like you to basically be Tom Nook in it. Like you kind of take his place in the next game. And like, I get that would be sort of like a advance, but I don't know if I like that still. I like what Tom Nook is doing, so I don't know. He's not that bad of a guy. Justice for Tom Nook. Also, this weekend I started watching season 2 of Severance. Recommend. I recommend Severance, but season 2, I asked Tap because Tap watches it, and he was actually the one who recommended season 1 to me. And he was like, I asked him to tell me when when season 2 is almost up, because I wanted to just binge it. And he said he told me that the last episode is this upcoming week. So I'm now on episode 4. I think there's 8 episodes total, or that will be total. But I'm enjoying it. So weird. It's so weird. It's so good, though. It does make me want to play Control because of just how, like, the weird stuff that's in it. It is also very Dollhouse. I forgot also, because we were talking about this, Severance is very much like the show Dollhouse. One of the actors from Dollhouse is in Severance. I totally forgot about that until I started rewatching it, and I was like, or watching season 2, and I was like, I forget she's in this. But anyway, if you guys have Apple, what's it called? It's not Apple TV, is it? Anyway, if you have the Apple shows, you know what I'm talking about. If you subscribe to Apple TV stuff, Apple TV Plus, that's what I'm thinking of. It confuses me because, for those who don't know, when I worked at the Apple store, there was something called the Apple TV, which was like essentially like a server with an OS. It let you plug in this box. It looked like a Mac Mini, like legitimately, it just looked like a Mac Mini. Like it barely looked any different. It was maybe smaller at the time, but I think it'd be comparable to what Mac Minis are now. But it was basically like a box that then you would connect to your TV, and it would give you access to things like Netflix. And you could also upload your own videos and movies to it, and so then you could just watch stuff up there. So when I think of Apple TV, I immediately think to that because we sold that. But so it sounds weird to me for something else to be called Apple TV, but it's Apple TV Plus. That's right. So if you guys are subscribed to that, I do recommend Severance. It's very good. Very trippy, very weird, but the cinematography is great. Highly recommend. Same, we had one of those, but also now Apple TV is the app that you can use Apple TV Plus from. Oh boy. Not confusing at all. So yeah, I'm watching Severance. I recommend it. Again, it's super weird, but so good. For those who have not heard about it, I'll just give you a brief rundown. Not like spoilery, but just like a overview. But it sort of takes place in like an alternate version of history and of the world in the US. And there is a company called the Lumen. It's like Lumon, Lumen, and it is unsure what they actually do, even still in season 2, but they have created a position in their workforce called a severed employee. To be severed, you basically have to undergo some kind of like mental operation where your mind is kind of like split and separated. Gilmore, welcome in. How are you? And basically what happens is, let's say you are a severed employee. You know, wake up in your home, you go to work, you go through an elevator, and on the way down the elevator, your mind is sort of like shifted over to this like second split that they have made in your mind. This second split is like a different version of you entirely. And that person works on this one floor doing whatever. Then you do not recall any of this. Like, you do not know what goes on in, like, while you're at work, and then you get back into the elevator, and you kind of like come to leaving the elevator, having no memory of what has gone on. What are we talking about? There's a show called Severance. So if that sounded sci-fi, it's because it is. Which is a show I highly recommend. I'm really enjoying it. I'm on season 2 right now. I've heard of it, never watched any of it. So yeah, I was just kind of explaining what the premise is, which is that people have chosen to become severed, meaning that sort of like their brain is sort of split or their mind is split, and so they don't know. They basically are called like your severed personality is called your innie, because it's supposed to be like the severed people never leave the building. They have no concept of what the outside world is like. They are given some sort of some ideas, and then they're kind of taught the rest, but they have zero idea of who you are. Like, your innie does not know what they then call their outie does. They don't know what their life looks like. They don't know if they're married. They don't know if they have kids. They don't know. They've never seen the sky before. They've never, so it's supposed to be like they are distinctly separate. And Lumen says it's because like they can have more efficient workers that way. And I guess there's stuff that happens on this floor that they can't have leaving. Anyway, drama ensues. There's a lot of mystery in the show. And it's very weird, but very, very good. Yeah, I highly recommend it. And so it's a team of the main characters are like a set of 4 people, who all work together in the macro data refinement department. I think that's it. Is it micro data or macro data? I think it's macro. MDR. They work in the macro. I think it's macro data refinement department, but they don't really fully know what they do, or like what they are, like what their end goal is, I guess. And it's sort of like about them and the company. And yeah, I think that is pretty much all I can tell you without getting into spoilers and stuff, but it's like very interesting. But I would say it's very weird. That's why it kind of makes me want to play Control again, because there's a lot of weird stuff that happens that seems kind of unexplainable, and you're just like, what is going on? But it's very well acted, and the cinematography is great. What's his name? The main guy is Adam Scott, and he does a fantastic job. Definitely. What's funny is like, because I mostly know him from Parks and Rec and Party Down, and both of those are comedies. This is not really this is not a comedy. He does make some things kind of funny, but like it is there, and there is like some light humor, and some of it is kind of absurd, and so you kind of laugh at that stuff. But like, the show itself is not. It's more of like a drama. It's more of a drama, more sort of suspense, and with hints of sci-fi sort of like in it, but not like space sci-fi, not to that extent. But anyway, if you're looking for a good show to watch, I recommend watching Severance, because I am liking it. But I think now is a good time to get into Wanderstop. Whoops, sorry, hit my mic. Before we hop in, let me get the link for it. I was given a code for this, so thank you, devs. Wanderstop is made by Ivy Road, and the team, the writers behind it are behind What was the name of the game that they made? The Stanley Parable, right? Am I thinking that's right? Am I lying? Yes. I'm not lying. It's the it's the team behind the Stanley Parable. It is currently 10% off for its launch. That ends in 45 hours. Also, the Steam Spring Sale is going on, by the way. We didn't talk about that last week. Check out Wanderstop. Boom. I did buy a game off of it because it was a pretty decent sale. I haven't gotten anything else yet. But all right. Again, this game is both. It's seen from the demo that we played, and we're gonna start from the beginning. So do not worry if you haven't seen any of this. From the demo we played, this game seems equal parts cozy, but also kind of intense, and you'll see that sort of from the intro. But it is about being in a tea shop and making tea and serving it to people. Sort of. You'll see. There's also these really adorable puffins that I'm excited about. Let me see here. Oops. Okay. I'm going to also see how well it plays on controller. If not, I'll use the thingamajig. Okay, and it does actually say to use a controller. Also, again, if for some reason the game is louder than me, please let me know. Right now, it does not seem to be the case, but... Okay. Dyslexia-friendly font. Colorblind support. Motion sickness dot. Let's see if there's anything... I just realized, okay, it took me a second to realize that moving up the menu is like a musical note in the song. I was like, is this, I can't tell if this is me or the game. Okay. All right. Enjoy the intro to this because I really enjoyed it. It is very intense but good, kind of sets up the world very interesting, but I think you'll like this. Ivy Road presents.
My name is Alta, and I am a fighter.
How's the sound?
When you're in a fight with someone, only one thing matters. Control. Are you in control or not? Because if you're not, here's what happens. You get hit. Hard. You feel scared. You submit. But if you do the work, if you put in the hours, if you give yourself no excuses, then you take back control. That feeling right there. The moment when you realize that your pain does not have to be an impediment. That it can be what drives you. That's the reason why I became a fighter. It's why I pushed myself harder than anybody I have ever known. I trained like my life depended on it. I did the time. I put in the work. And so, to this day, I have not lost a fight in 3.5 years. Undefeated for that long. God, it took everything, but I earned it. This is what I devoted my entire life to. Finally, I'm here. I made it. I can... I lost? How? No. I must have gotten sloppy. Complacent. I must have slacked on my training. I'm so stupid! But I can use this failure to push myself even harder. Train myself back up better than ever. Right. Maybe the loss was actually a lesson I needed. Once I've made it back to the top, I'll never allow... Again. I'm a failure. I'm weak. I'm a failure. I'm a failure. A failure. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I don't want to be this person. No. Snap out of it, Alta. Do not go to that place again. Take responsibility. This can be fixed. Only one person in the world is good enough to train me back up. Master Winters. She was an unrivaled fighter in her time. A god. She'll know what to do. Her home lies deep within a forest, at the edge of the world. I'll find her no matter what it takes. I'll do whatever she demands of me. And when I leave this place, it will be on nobody's terms, but mine.
Intense. But so good. The writing is very well done. But you guys can see it's kind of intense. Sound is good, thank you. Feels good. I think that might be too loud now. Alright. It's refreshing to have something to chase again. What kind of training will Master Winters put me through? I'm sure it'll be brutal. Good. I hope it's brutal. Just have to... Wow, I'm tired. Let's keep moving. Right, I can't slow down. I can't hesitate. Hesitation is why I lost those fights. I was lazy. I let myself get complacent. I have to ensure it never happens again. That's all that matters. I have to... Wait, oh, let me also move myself. Myself up here. I have to... Wait, what's going on? Why does my sword suddenly feel so heavy? What happened? God, I can't carry it. Stop this, Alta. Pick up your sword. Pick it up. What are you doing? No. This is impossible. I've carried this sword with me every single day for more than 7 years. It's a part of my own body at this point. What's going on? What's wrong with me? Do I leave the sword here? Can I do that? Is that okay? I don't know if I have any other choice. I'll never find Master Winters at the pace I'm going. I'll just leave it here for now. Then as soon as I find her, we'll come get the sword and resume the training. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Feels good to move quickly. You know, if I keep up this pace, I could... hang on. Right, don't stop. Keep moving. This is exactly what it took to become undefeated. As long as I prove myself to Master Winters, she'll know what to do next. She'll... She'll fix me. She'll fix all of this. Right? I can be fixed. I feel so accomplished. I finally collected all the letters on the keyboard in Lingo. Way to go, Sassy. I hope you're enjoying the game. I know you enjoyed the first one. A very good morning, miss. Good to see you're awake. I have to go. Oof. My goodness, you are not feeling well? I can't stay here. I need to leave. Oh, I see. How delightful. Say, Boro would very much like a cup of tea. Which is to say, this one's name is Boro. A pleasure to be making your acquaintance. And are you having a name as well? No. Or Alta, I chose. I thought that was Alta saying no, but it's either Alta or you could choose no. I said Alta. Wonderful. Welcome to Wanderstop, Miss Alta. Wanderstop is the name of my tea shop, you see, right there in front of us. As long as I am making tea, would Miss Alta like some tea as well? No. Unacceptable answer. Tea only for Boro, then. Wait. Did you carry me here from the forest? Indeed. It seems I am still having the upper body strength of my youth. Boro was once fastidious about developing his triceps, if you can imagine. My sword. We have to go back and get my sword. Oh, not to worry. Boro already retrieved the sword. It was lying not far from where I found you. So you could pick up the sword? Did it feel really heavy? No, I don't believe so. Just the normal sword weight. Is the sword supposed to be heavy? It was heavy just before I passed out. How interesting. No, it was simply the weight a sword should be. May I be asking what brought you here to this forest? I'm looking for someone. I see. For fun? Master Winters is a legendary warrior. She lives somewhere out here. I need her to train me. So, for fun. Wonderful. Now then, it is time for the tea Boro promised to himself. Very exciting. Something has occurred to me. You said you were not wanting to drink tea, but perhaps you'd wish to help me make tea? The making of tea, it is good for the soul and body. Perhaps help you recover. I'm a fighter, not a tea maker. Ha! Only fighting for Miss Alta. She does not sleep, breathe, or eat, only fight. Yeah, basically. Well, I suggest that you at least do the breathing. Very important stuff. And although making tea is perhaps not as vital as breathing, I think you'd enjoy it. Think of yourself. You have collapsed from your journeys and are badly in need of rest. You can run back into the woods, yes, it's true. Or you can briefly relax here while keeping your hands occupied. What is there to lose by spending just a few easy minutes making tea? And then, of course, straight back to your exciting journeys in the forest. Nothing but a momentary diversion. What do you say? Do not feel like you have to answer right away. I will be over there inside the shop. If you wish to help me make tea, come speak with me, and I would be glad to show you how. It is entirely up to you. Please take your time and be well. It's a very pretty game. Like, I love the environment and, like, skybox and stuff. Remove it. This camera pan, I feel like needs to be a little bit more sensitivity. I think I do remember changing this. In the demo too. Still feels kind of slow. IMO. Turn that off. Hold L2 to run. Look at these guys. They're so adorable. Pluffin. I wonder what they'll be used for. To open the pocket, press and hold the directional pad to retrieve an item. Scroll through the inventory list using R. The center item is what will be selected. Okay. Come back to that. What is that noise? Oh, can you decorate the shop with, like, pictures or something? That's kind of what it looks like. Oh. You know, we didn't really explore very much. It was one of those things where I was like, I know I want to play this, so... Interesting. Very cozy. I wonder if you can put, like, flowers in those planters. Whoa. Oh, yeah, I bet. Very cool. All right, let's talk to old Boro. Ah, hello, miss. You've decided to join me. I'll do this with you until I'm only until I'm well enough to travel. Very good. I am understanding completely. Now then, we must be showing you the steps to make tea. If we are going to do this properly, we must harvest our own ingredients. No cutting corners at Wanderstop. Please, won't you come with me? I will show you to the maintenance room to gather our tools. Press R2 to highlight the current location of other characters and key items in the clearing. Welcome to the maintenance room. Here you will find all sorts of useful tools for running a tea shop. For instance, the tools that we must use to dry the tea leaves. Do you see the basket that is right here? Go ahead and pick it up. With the basket in hand, you can gather up tea leaves that have grown outside. Just scoop them up right into the basket, no trimming required. Remember, you'll need an entirely full basket before the tea drying process can begin. Once the basket is full, return here and place the leaves into one of these bowls. The leaves will begin naturally drying themselves, just like that. If you have used up all the tea bushes that are in front of our shop, you can always find more out in the clearing. They regrow in plentiful numbers along the outer edge of the clearing, no need to worry about running out. All sound good? Why don't you get some tea leaves drying, then please come speak with me. So this is sort of this is how we learn the process of making tea. I feel like we should also... Excellent job! Please come see me to discuss the next steps. While that's doing it, let's actually... Just for funsies. Let's go ahead and... Is this the clearing? Where's the clearing? Ooh. What is this? hue mushroom. Wait. Tools? There you go. Which ones are tea leaf ones? None of these. Oh, maybe it's those. These smaller ones. Yeah, there we go. While we're out here. Oops. Oh. This isn't one, right? No. Looks like the bushes are mostly, the ones that you can harvest from, mostly circular. Ah, oh, I see, like these. Yep. They also pop up with an icon. I see, I'm learning. Looks like they're also in bundles of 3. Okay, perfect. Just figured, because we're probably going to need to make a lot of tea, I imagine. You've set the leaves out to dry, and it will be several minutes before the process is complete. Once they have fully dried, they will clump together into a tea ball, easy for storage and transportation. Yes, the tea ball really is the most convenient of nature's miracles. But, miss, we can put the tea ball out of our minds for now. The next step is to do a bit of gardening. Perhaps you already saw the wall of tools behind you. Each of them can help us in some way. For right now, though, all we are needing is the watering can. It looks like a frog. Please, once you take the watering can with you, perhaps stash it in your pocket for ease of use. Then, with your watering can stashed, come and meet me outside by the garden. You can press square to stash stuff. Yep. Okay. Welcome to the garden. Here is where Burrow likes to do the planting of plants. As you can see, we are already having a blue fern here in the garden. But miss, we can grow this simple plant into a larger one, almost like magic. Please imagine a grid surrounding our blue fern. If you were to plant 2 additional simple plants on either side of it, forming a line, then the fern in the middle becomes a plant egg. It is the miracle of life. Here, I will give you a seed for more blue fern so that you can try it for yourself. Of course, you can be making these plants anywhere in the clearing that you'd like, not just the garden. Burrow simply enjoys the feeling of making plants in the garden. So why don't you go ahead and make a line of blue seeds and let me know when it's done. Alright. So, we put that there, put this here. Plant egg. I finished making the plant egg. Fantastic. The next step is to be watering it. Remember the watering can you stashed earlier. Now is the time to be retrieving it. Please take the watering can to any of the spigots connected to water. We have several around. Fill the watering can with water, then pour it onto your new egg. Once you've done this, please do come speak with me again. Oh, yeah, we have it equipped. Oh, right. There we go. Now I come to you. You have successfully watered the plant egg. Once you water the egg, it will grow into a hybrid plant. The plant you have made is what I call a small hybrid. Try using your watering can on it again. It will grow even more seeds. In this way, you can be using small hybrids to make as many new plants as you'd like. Once you've picked a fresh new seed from the small hybrid, please let me know. Ah, there are the seeds. Whoops. Okay, I got more seeds. Excellent. Let us move on to the next step. How many steps are there? Do not be alarmed, miss. We are down to the last several dozen steps in the process. Are you serious? No, this was a joke. Bora was joking. We really aren't too terribly far off. Please, I would beg your patience. I know this is being a lot, but I am certain you will handle it admirably. Can you guess what we will be making after small hybrids? Guess. Large hybrids? That is correct. Just as small hybrids produce seeds, large hybrids will give us fruits. Remember how you used a line pattern to be making a small hybrid? Well, to make a large hybrid, we instead use this triangular pattern. You do not have to reuse any of the plants we planted to make the small hybrid. This is an entirely new shape. How does that sound? Simply use some of the blue seeds you produced to make this new triangular pattern. Once you've made the large hybrid, water it to receive fruit just like you did to get seeds. Go ahead and try it. Okay. It's that, this, and this one. Does this not count? Because it's like... it might not. Ah, there we go. There we go. It is some fancy gardening. I wonder, like, I don't know. I'll be interested to try out, test some things with how this pattern stuff works. I did it. I made fruit. Wonderful, miss. You have excelled at gardening. Truly you have. The fruit you've made is called a chip, and we will be using it in our tea momentarily. I will tell you, though, if you wish, there are many more hybrids to discover. We have a variety of large hybrids and small hybrids that can be made using these patterns. Here, I will be giving you a field guide that shows you more. Within the pages of this field guide, you will see prompts for how to make the other hybrids. You can also learn more about the fruits each large hybrid produces. Understanding the attributes of these fruits will be quite useful when making tea, yes? Okay, that's all for gardening. Do you feel accomplished? Sure, why not? It is a begrudging sense of accomplishment, but I will accept it. However, we are now done with gardening, and it is time to make the tea. Come, let's go inside, and I will explain the tea machine to you. I do wonder, like... so... Let me test something here. So if we make... Oops. Ignore that one. Let me, like, what happens if I make that triangle pattern with small hybrids? Does that make something? You know? If that makes sense. So... If I then do... It might not do anything. Yeah, I need more seeds, though. So if I do this and this. Okay, I think the answer is no. Because that would be... And Beesma, welcome in. How are you? We're learning how to make tea. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't do anything. Good to know. I just felt like trying. What was field guide? Simple plants. Small hybrids. Interesting. Large hybrids. Okay. Good to know, though. Alright, let's go back to Boro. Where's Boro? There he is. Doing well, how are you? What kind of tea? We're about to find out. This is we're in the tutorial portion of this game. Essentially, we were a fighter warrior person. Then we started to experience some losses and burnout and failure, and we tried to go seek a someone to train us in the forest. This what was her name? I'm forgetting, but some other famous warrior. We collapsed in the forest, and this guy found us, and he has this little tea shop, and he's teaching us how to make tea right now. Here we are back inside the shop. What a whirlwind adventure you and I have been on. Why is this so complicated? I thought tea was simple. Haha, goodness no. Tea making will crush the mind, it will. If this is all too much information, then perhaps we should take a small break, just to let our minds relax a bit. Oh, Boro could tell a joke. Sure, tell me this joke. Okay, here's the joke. A librarian and a farmer are eating dinner in a fancy restaurant. Suddenly, one of them notices a sign that says, "No librarians or farmers allowed." They both become quite scared that they are going to be kicked out of the restaurant. When suddenly, the farmer removes his mask and reveals he's actually an astronaut. Or maybe... Actually, hang on. What if they're eating dinner in space and the sign says no astronauts? Okay, yes, this is much funnier. Are you improvising this joke? Yes. Why? Well, Boro is attempting a more organic feeling for the joke. That way, the humor is feeling light and fresh. Wouldn't you agree? Fine, but this better make me laugh. Yes, of course. Okay, where were we? The librarian and the farmer are eating dinner. Oh, no, Daz. My anxiety thinking is the stream. No, it's just... we're still going. How are you, Daz? Just testing eyes? Just are you resetting, resting? Are you resting your eyes? The librarian and the farmer are eating dinner in a restaurant in space, and a sign says no restaurants allowed. This means there is no concern of them being kicked out of the restaurant until both of them remove their masks. They are both astronauts. Oh no, this is a tragedy. Surely they are going to be kicked out of the space restaurant. But then, let's see. But then, the sign removes its mask too. It isn't a sign after all, it's the dessert menu. They both order dessert, one asks for custard and the other asks for a banana split. Then after dessert, they leave the restaurant and go to a movie theater. Is this joke going somewhere? Miss, this is all part of the process. Humor cannot be rushed. Yeah, but it has to get somewhere eventually. Do not worry. With Captain Boro in charge, this joke boat will be steered safely into the harbor of laughs. Okay. So after dinner, they go to the movie theater and they look at what movies are playing. Many movies are showing. There are some comedies, some dramas, a couple of horror films, and... let's see. Oh, I've got it. Here's the punchline. So one of the astronauts say, how about this movie? It's called The Train That Ran Out of Fuel. And the other one says, no thanks. I hear it really loses steam at the end. Do you get it? The movie and the train both lose steam. Wait, what was the point of the astronauts? Wait, why was there a whole section of the joke where they ate dinner and took off their masks? Ah, that was character building, creating context. You see, the first half of the joke helps you to care about them. You're invested in their story. No, I'm not. I don't care about the astronauts at all. Ah, I see. Well, this is all useful feedback. Boro will be refining and workshopping his material going forward. At any rate, that delightful diversion into comedy has left us both refreshed and relaxed. Shall we get back to tea making? I am quite excited, because this next step is the most important of all. Resting your eyes. It's pretty early for you, Daz. Are you going back to sleeps? Let me snooze ads at least once for you guys, since we're about to learn the most important step of them all. Behold, the tea machine. Very elaborate machine. That's still pretty early. Yes, the tea machine is a most vital part of preparing drinks. Is it user-friendly? Miss, I do not even know. But for your convenience, I will add a few new pages to your field guide. These instructions should help explain how the tea machine is to be used, I hope. Early for me. Yeah, that's also early for me. They will also explain where to be using the tea ball and the chip fruit that we made earlier. How does that sound? Would you like to try using these instructions to make tea? Can't you just show me the steps? I'm not sure if I want to be constantly checking a book. Of course, I am completely understanding. I will show you the steps to use the machine, but remember that they are all written down in your field guide as well. First, climb up this ladder to the rope at the top. The ladder can conveniently be used to access all parts of the tea machine. Once you're up here, pull down on the rope to pour as much water as you'd like. Okay, go give that a shot. I will move into the next step when you're done. How was your night off, Daz? How did, because you didn't stream yesterday. Next up is to heat the water. Simply climb down the ladder a bit to reach the bellows. Pump the bellows while keeping the heat at exactly the right temperature. Once the water is fully boiling, Once the water is fully boiling, this step will be complete. Fairly uneventful, just did some coding, chilled with Ralph on the couch. Aw, that sounds wonderful. That sounds like a wonderful time. So until the thing is filled up all the way? Okay. Aha, now that is some steaming hot water. You're doing quite well so far, managing our complicated tea machine with ease. Tell me, are Boro's instructions helpful, or would you rather be figuring out the rest of the machine on your own? Keep giving me the instructions. Of course, I am more happy to. Next, you will rotate the ladder to the right until you reach this valve. Kick the valve and it will transfer our boiling water over to the infuser. And just like that, our water scurries over to the infuser. While the infuser is open, position yourself in front of it with an item in your hand. You can reach the infuser from the bridge or while still on the ladder, whichever you prefer. Then you toss any item into the infuser, any item at all. This is, of course, where you will be placing a tea ball and a chip into the mixture. Give it a shot. I did not grab a chip. Or, I'm sorry, one of the tea balls. I probably should have. Stash? Okay. Where's the ladder? Well, that sounds like a lovely night. Wait. There it is. Well done. The water will only be changing color once you have added the tea ball. Okay. One more valve to kick, and then we'll move on to our final step. The finished tea has been transferred to our final orb, the pyramid. The next step will be to get off the ladder, find an empty cup, and place it on the grate below. Then pull the rope you see here in order to pour tea into the cup. And that's it. You'll be having yourself one shiny new cup of chip tea. Congratulations. You can even pour multiple cups of tea from the same batch if you wish. Wait. Oh, did I mess this up? Let me get another. Oh, there's a couple of seats here. Wait, where is teacup? There you go. Okay. There we go. Spilled just a little bit of it. Oh, there you go. Ah, is this a tea you've made? Yep, here it is. Aha, splendid. Delicious. It is everything that Bora was hoping for. Won't you join me at my favorite bench? I think it would be the perfect place to enjoy this tea. It's late-ish for me, so I might fall asleep, but I'll be here. Beesma, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you have a wonderful sleep as well. Fine. That is the spirit. Ah, delightful. A cup of tea, a nice view, and a new acquaintance. Tell me, do you find the scenery as enchanting as I do? Is it a feast for your eyes? I'm just here until I'm well enough to leave. So you keep telling me over and over and over. It's just that I have something very important to do, and I can't waste any time. Will the important thing vanish if you spend 1/2 hour making tea? Maybe. I don't want to take the risk. I see. I did not know that the matter was of such importance. It must be quite stressful, yes? To be so constantly vigilant? I don't really think about it. I must say, you and I have very different relationships with our careers. Running a tea shop, it is quite the relaxing endeavor, yet still very rewarding. To make a warm drink and put it in the hands of a customer, yum, what a feeling. If ever you put your mission on hold, I am always looking for help here at the shop. Wait, put my mission on hold? Why exactly would I do that? I simply mean that it is possible you decide to stop looking for this Master Winters. And if that were to happen, you would be welcome to stay here and... What are you talking about? You think I'm someone who would give up on this? It could happen. People are changing their course all the time. Perhaps you are not able to be finding her, or you are simply tired. It is normal to... Wait, no. Stop right there. You've known me for 10 minutes, and you're talking about how you think I'd quit? I have devoted every day of my life to this, every single day for years and years. You have no idea the sacrifices I've made, the pain I've endured. You can't begin to imagine it. Do you understand that fighting is the one single thing I've spent my life on? I can't give it up. I am sorry, miss. I was not meaning to touch on such a nerve. It's not a nerve, it's me. You're talking about me. If I don't find Master Winters, then I can never be the person I want to be, ever again. But you think I should just give it up? Live in mediocrity for the rest of my life? Just serve tea and try not to spend every single day thinking about how I had everything and let it slip away? Do you want me to fail? Would it feel good to see the big, strong warrior have to fall and cry and beg for help? Miss, can I... What am I doing here? Why am I even having this conversation? Why can I not lift my own sword? It doesn't make sense. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here right now. Awkward between both of them. No. I can't give up on finding Master Winters. Never. Not until she trains me back into excellence, back to being undefeated. If I have to, I'll... Ugh. I can't move. I don't have the energy.
Why are you here in this forest? Because of those fights. I lost and there was no good reason. I lost. It was so stupid. I was undefeated for over 3 years. Remember how bad it felt, Alta? How you wanted to die? That's why you're here, in this forest. Hold on to that feeling. Hold on to that anger.
Yes. Haha, this is the motivation I need. I need the fear and the anger. I needed to lose. I can use it to get better. Look at me, I'm back. How do you like this, huh, Boro? You think I'd quit because it got hard? Maybe once I'm back to normal, I'll find him just so I can show him how strong. This seems like one of those games that'll make you happy cry. I kind of imagine so, sort of. I kind of get in a sense. Did you ever play Spiritfarer? I get in a sense, sort of, that bit of like, there's more like deeper kind of stuff going on than what meets the eye. Like in essence, we're going to be making tea, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of like lessons learned and that kind of stuff. I mean, in my opinion, this is, granted, we have not played for very long. I kind of see this as a metaphor thus far of burnout, where, I mean, granted, she failed. Like, I mean, she lost multiple matches, it seems, having gone at the start of the game. She's kind of giving this monologue, and she says that she was undefeated for 3 years, and then someone came along and beat her, and then she started losing, like, rapidly. A lot, I guess. And so that's why she's on the search for Master Winters, because she thinks that's the only thing she can do. But I think even, like, to me, a lot of the language seems to equate to burnout. And, like, even the fact that she has trouble picking up her sword feels like that would be an equivalent to, like, if it's a skillful work that you do, it could be sort of that idea of, like, maybe if comparing it to like an artist, like, kind of like artist block, or if you're a writer, like writer's block, like you even have trouble picking up, you know, the pencil and, you know, and trying to even do any of the work. So some of it kind of reminds me of that, even though I mean, she has a very like extreme sort of type A personality kind of reaction to this, I think, where it's very like, you know, this is, you know, what I've got, like, this is, you know, the way the story is set up is like Thomas was alone. Yeah, I really liked Thomas was alone. Yeah, and I think that kind of also seems where, you know, it's very clear that she like has her identity in like who she is a warrior, and so if she loses a fight, then she is a bad warrior, and therefore she is a failure, and she is, you know, it is her losing a battle as a warrior is very much an attack on who she is as a person. And so it kind of seems like that's also why her reaction to Boro being like, well, if you want to stay here, like, you can, you know, make tea or whatever, if you want to take a break from that. And she sees that as, you know, her reaction and getting upset with that would be very, I think, understandable if you're looking at it from the lens of like, you know, she sees that her value and worth is as a warrior and probably like nothing else, you know. Not saying that that is a good thing to think, but that it seems as though that is what she believes about herself. So, anyway, yeah, so it's very interesting. Like, there, it's interesting because, you know, this game has a very cozy, you know, pleasant aspect to it, but it also, I think, we're going to be sort of, it's kind of like a character study, I suppose. Like, we're learning a bit more about Alta, and I'm sure she will face some hard things about herself as we progress. That is my expectation, I guess. I could be completely wrong, but... Ah, there you are, coming around again. I must say, continuing to carry you here from the forest is reinvigorating Boro's triceps. How are you feeling? Any better? Miss? Something's wrong with me. What's going on? What's wrong with me? Miss? I'm not seeing anything wrong with you. Let's see. I collapsed out there multiple times. That's not like me. Haha, yes. What a surprise that a person pushing themselves to the brink of exhaustion would collapse. It is a mystery. I am completely baffled. Boro is getting sassy. I've pushed myself to the brink of exhaustion every day for years, and this has never happened. Well, perhaps this is the result of pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion every day for years. The days add up, miss. I am not okay with it. Not okay with the body having physical limits? Yes, we will find out a complaint form. We will fill out a complaint form right away. Miss Alta, you are tired. Can you not see how tired you are? It is palpable. You radiate exhaustion. I am not a scientist doctor. I did not do the 14 years of scientist doctor school. But it is obvious that what you need is some time to rest. To take your attention off this task of yours and just let the mind wander. That sounds unproductive. Extremely. Now you are understanding. Miss Alta, being so productive is causing her great harm, it would seem. But if I can find Master Winters, any pain I put myself through now will be worth it. Miss, I cannot make you stay here. You are welcome to return to the forest. You can go out there and run to your heart's content. You can collapse again and again and again if that is what you want. And then one of these times, you will be collapsing for good. But here in the tea shop, you could spend some time relaxing. Will it fix you? No, but it may let you heal just a little bit. So here's what I'm suggesting. Stay here and help me run the tea shop just for now. The work is simple here, but it's enjoyable. It's not hard. We have no goals to meet and no schedule to keep. We work on our own time. It might be a good way to take your mind off things and just relax. Then, when you feel fully at 100% strength again, away you go. Simple, restful, and no obligations. What do you say?
Good night,
What happens if you say, or it could leave now? Secret will come in? Indeed, you could, and it is not being my place to stop you. As always, I merely offer this to you. It is your choice what you would like to do. Please do come see me if you would like to consider helping me run the tea shop. Take your time, there is no rush. And off he goes. It's very interesting. It's very good. Secret, welcome in. How are you? Sorry, we're just in the middle of that little cutscene. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you? Also, for those who haven't seen, there are these things. They're called pluffins. So, you know. Very adorable. I guess let's go talk to him. What else is there for us to do, you know? We did kind of already walk around and explore. There he is. Aha! So you are feeling up for helping me run the tea shop then? Briefly. Literally, as soon as I can pick up my sword again, I'm out of here. Of course, the very split second you are well enough. Besides, I owe you for carrying me out of the forest. Look at the pluffin! Oh, I can't look at him, but it has a little mug. So if I was in your debt for that, consider the debt repaid. It sounds like very equitable business exchange. So, what's first? What's first is that we must be better acquainting you with the shop. Please come with me. There he is. Oh, okay. We'll go back and forth with L to shake the item out of the puffin's mouth. I thought it was drinking it, but... Oh, wow. It's, like, dirty. I guess let's stash this. Is this a... Wait a minute. Oh, is this... Hold on. Oh, this is... Is this how you wash things? It is. I just noticed the icon up front. I'm gonna watch this. There it goes. Very handy. It's already clean. This would be cool. This seems very like Disney. Like, this seems like something you would see at, like, Disney World or something. Or, like, Studio Ghibli. Where did our mug go? The mug disappeared? Did it go somewhere? Maybe it goes somewhere. Oh! It did! Oh, it gets dropped off here. Oh, that's awesome. I want a washer like that. I see. I was like, where did the mug go? It makes sense. This is like, oh, this is like the dryer. Oh, I see. And look, there's the clean mug. And there's a dirty mug over here. Yeah. Okay. Welcome back to the maintenance room. Miss Alta, the last time we were here, I pointed you in the direction of our watering can. But I did not tell you much about the other tools. They are quite useful, yes? The broom is useful for sweeping up any unsightly leaf piles that gather outside. And if you find any trinkets hidden in the leaves, you are welcome to keep them. Similarly, if you notice any weeds growing outside, perhaps you'll use our clippers. Personally, Boro finds it quite relaxing to do a bit of weeding. Am I weird for thinking this? Perhaps. This is all quite a lot of information, yes? Here, I will add some notes to your field guide. That way it is all conveniently written down. You can also hold down X to keep chopping going. Okay. I hope you will be taking good care of our shop tools. Boro is quite fond of them. Also, do you see the little trains moving on the rails? Yes, this is our dishwasher. When a cup is dirty, you can be placing it here on one of the dishwashing train cars. Then the cup will be dropped over here in the maintenance room, thoroughly cleaned. Oh, look at that. That's so fun. It is a traditional rail, train, and waterfall dishwashing system as in the olden times. Is everything making sense so far? Yes, lie. Very good. I am glad to hear. While we are here in the maintenance room, let us get you some attire. If you were to run a shop, then you must look the part. How else will our customers know to come to you for tea? Oh God, people will just walk up to me and ask for tea? I want customers to feel intimidated. Let's do the first one. With the right apron, they will. Here, let us see if this apron looks the part on you. I was actually kind of hoping there would be some, like, cosmetic items, and I still hope there are more. Wow, with this apron, you look like someone full of excitement to run a tea shop. This isn't in any way true and you know it. Try to look angrier. Other than looking extremely angry, you look extremely excited to be here. Oh, Curly, welcome in. How are you? I am live. We're running a tea shop as a warrior person. Okay, there is one more thing we must do before opening the shop. This way. I guess I will also pick up the tools. Just in case. Boro, where'd you go? There you are. Pluffins? Is it a Pluffin moment? Oh, hold on. Oh. Oh, I got a... What is this? A snow globe? It's dope. Okay. Ah, my sword. It is your lovely sword, your beautiful specimen. The sword is still too heavy to lift, yes? Yep, still heavy. Wonderful. Please, come with me. Showing off. It really doesn't feel heavy to you? Not even a small amount. For now, let us leave the sword right here. Perfect. It is quite lovely here, don't you think? Boro, you don't know how important this sword is to me. Can I be asking where the sword came from? When I first began taking fighting seriously, I decided I would smith my own sword. It seemed like a good idea. I threw myself into it, learning everything there was to know about blacksmithing. But soon, I realized I could easily spend my entire life just learning to make swords. It was so complex. If I wanted to become great, I had to pick only one thing and commit to it, and leave everything else behind. So I picked only one thing, being a fighter. After that, I commissioned a great blacksmith, someone equally devoted to their craft, to make the sword for me. I was obsessive. I demanded 1,000,000 alterations. We didn't stop until the sword was perfect. A sword that would let me pursue this one focus and leave everything else behind. I'm not a blacksmith. I'm not a tea maker. I'm a fighter. That's all I intend to be. The sword is a part of me. I feel sick not being able to hold it anymore. I'm going to find a way to carry it again. I promise. Yes, I can see that you will. Boro is most confident in you. All right. I believe it's time for us to open the shop. Are you having other questions before we start? So how exactly am I supposed to run this tea shop? Well, I suppose making tea for customers is generally preferred. But other than that, you may be doing as you please. There are no specific rules. Simply take care of the shop in whatever way is feeling right to you. Customers may very well arrive soon, in case you wish to prepare any tea ingredients for them. Oh, and if you are needing a refresher on how to make plants, try going to our library upstairs. There is a book in there on gardening written by Boro's very good friend Sylvia. You may find it useful. I am quite certain Sylvia has phrased it better than I could have. With that, let us begin the exciting tea management adventure. It is beginning. Here we go. Are we doing it? Yes, we are doing it right now. It is happening as we speak. Okay, great. Good for us. Good for us indeed. All right, I guess we're going to start making some tea. My power keeps going out again. Oh no, too much spare. Why is that? Is there like a storm going on? Hey, Boro, you know how a bunch of the plants outside seem to glow? Well, I was watering a plant, then suddenly it stopped glowing. It won't produce any new fruit or seeds. Ah, Miss Alta, you have depleted the plant of its resources. How industrious of you. All plants are having a finite number of items which they can produce. Yes, it's true. Once you have been watering them a certain number of times, poof, no new seeds or fruits. The glowing you mentioned is actually pollen, no more fruits. Hence, no more pollen. It is like retirement for plants. You can imagine them playing golf and attending bingo nights if you wish. They may not be producing resources for us, but they can still be delightful pieces of decoration. Of course, you're welcome to be making more new plants if you are needing new resources, yes? More new plant children to slowly shuffle along the mortal thread towards plant golf. I will let the new plants live long, happy lives. I will propel them rapidly towards old age. That is good for you, miss. No need to make plant golf happen before it's absolutely necessary. So I wonder if then you can use those as like in the planters. The wind, I don't know why. And thankfully it's not just me. Oh, that's good, I guess. I mean, still rough. What can I talk to him about? No, okay, nothing. I didn't know if there was like, ask me about me or something, you know. Tips for your inventory. You can swap an item in your hand for an item in your inventory by selecting the inventory item directly. No need to stash them. Stash the held item first. In the options menu, you can switch the inventory button to be either toggle on off or press and hold. Okay. Okay, let's go here for a secco. Oh, this is, where is this? Snip, snip, snip. Gosh, so fast. Oh. It's actually, it's kind of cool and makes sense that she would also try to like fight with the broom. Okay. So, all right. Let's get some more seeds, because we can. Oh, we're out. I wonder what it's like when someone shows up for tea. Give more. Okay, so that's done. Oh, hello. Think he's coming for me? Customer. Hello there. Yes, hi. Do you want tea? This is a tea shop. Do you want some? Oh, no, thank you. I'm fine, no tea. Thank you for asking, though. Sure, in that case, I'll just, do something else then. Sure. Sure. Okay. 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 A friendly reminder, you can hold R2 to highlight the current location of characters who want to talk to you. Highlight mode can also be toggled on and off with R3. Very good. At least she's not awkward. Hello. Hello, miss. I saw you speaking with our new customer. How did it go? Terribly. I asked them if they wanted tea, right? And they just said no. I see. And what is the terrible part? That's the terrible part. This is a tea shop. People are supposed to order tea. Are they? Who made this rule that one must be ordering tea? I did. I made it right now. Someone has to make rules, and since I work here now, I guess it's going to be me. The first rule is there will always be rules, and this is the first of them. Miss Alta, you might wish to try a lighter touch with our customers. Some of them will ask for tea, some will not. It is being entirely their decision. We are not in control of them, no? But the rules. Has Miss Alta never broken a rule before in her life? No, this person is in our tea shop. They are going to drink tea. I'm putting my entire mission on pause to be here, to make tea for people. The least they could do is respectfully take tea when I offer it. Well, it sounds like you've made up your... Yes, I know, it's very admirable of me to be so visionary. Can it? Can it, tea man? We're doing it my way now. Who wants tea? We'll say who wants tea. Okay. We're very made for this, I can tell. Ads are about to start. Let's go ahead and run them now. And we'll BRB while this is happening. So friends, if you need to stand up, stretch, etc., now is a perfect time to go do so. And then we will be right back.
This is your time, Jetpack Gang. Stand up, move around, grab a snack, hydrate. The stream will resume in just a few minutes. Why is that Garfield so muscular? Jet, a whisper lost in the wind. Your mic is muted.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I said, by the way, what are you guys thinking of the game so far? And then I commented that I was trying to figure out the levels of the game, like the audio levels. Because right now there's no music, and so it looks very quiet, but it also, whoops. But then yeah, but then sometimes it seems loud. Thank you for telling me I was muted. So, okay. I would like to... There was a plant over here that gave pink seeds. These are blue ones. Yeah, I mean, I'm really liking this. Let's fill this up. Where was that? Also, this does seem like, is this something? What is this? No? What about this? Is this something? Maybe those are like, maybe those have already been... Can I like, I don't know. I can't. I snipped it. Are these weeds? I don't know. Can I just... I will feel bad if those weren't weeds. I mean, they kind of don't look like it. All right, there's this plant over here. Is this where I got it? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't want to snip this. There you go. There you go. Oh, I think there's also some inside, if I recall. Like on the shelves. I think I remember seeing... And I know they said that we didn't have to do this in the garden, but... Alright. Ah, okay, so that's what that is. Okay, so that, and so this is how we get these. Okay, now let's do... see what fruit this makes. Oh, they're like little star fruit. It's very cool looking. Pocket is full. Oh no. I guess I could probably put them on like the shelf or something. I bet. Put these somewhere. Or hold on. What else can I do? Well, okay. Let's actually. I want to try something. Okay. Have we made like a new thing? Oh. We did. This is like Animal Crossing plant hybrids. What kind of thing is this? Oh, it says it's a pink seed. But it's different. It was made with two different things. Simple plants. Okay, well, it's technically a different plant. It looks like. It's a frillup instead of a magtail. I bet the Pluprumba is going to be pink within two blues. Oops. That's very cool. It's making pink seeds again. Yep, okay. Let's check. Yep, there we go. Now, large hybrids. Okay, so maybe this is going to be... Boop. I like that it does show you the hex grid thing. I think that's really helpful here. Alright, so then we make... Woo! So this is a different type of fruit? Puff pod. Ah. But. I hate it. I need bigger pockets. Okay, hold on. Let's actually wait. How do I... Ah, I see. Okay, so one item, it looks like... Is that... okay. Take that. Okay, so all right, puff pod. Now, what else do we have in here? Tastes like the origins of the planet itself. Makes you nostalgic for something you never actually experienced. Crazy. Okay, Weeping Vreetil. That's going to be pink within blues. So let's try that. Pink in the middle. Nah. I like that the can makes like a frog sound because it's frog shaped. Oops. Vreetelbeat. Okay, so we have at least done everything that they've shown us thus far. Now, I kind of just wanted to clear that out of the way in the case somebody's like, we need this. Oh, what is that? Also, hold on. Can I... Oh, there's a camera right there. What is this? Lost parcel. It's a package. I'll ask Boro about it. Hello, Boro. Boro, I found a package lying around. What should I do with it? Oh, you must have found a lost parcel. Yes, that is happening from time to time. It seems that when a person loses an item here in the forest finds a way to return it to them. And apparently that way is by dropping it off here in the clearing for us to put in the mail. You can take the package over to our mailbox and drop it inside. That will ensure that it is returned to its rightful owner. Does that make sense? You're telling me the forest placed the package here? Oh, the forest is moving things all around all the time. This is quite common. Who can say why or how it happens? These woods simply have a mind all of their own. For example, Boro has been looking for his favorite pair of boots for weeks now. Did I simply misplace them? No, surely not. It was definitely the forest moving them around. At any rate, if you do see any packages lying around, you are welcome to mail them back to their owner. You returned a lost parcel. Do we get anything for that besides the satisfaction of doing the right thing? Or no? Look at that little trinket. Little ice cube with trees. Okay, what is this? When I want to grab the other thing, please. Photo. Where did Boro go? There's Boro. Oh. Terrible photo. Let's go take a picture of one of the Pluffins. I feel like that'll be easier. So, if we maybe it hasn't happened yet. Surely there's going to be a way, unless, hold on. Do I need to have the camera out? Can I? No, okay. Surely there's going to be some way to decorate those. Okay. Ooh. Oh, a photo! Oh, they're... Okay, wait. Do they just, like, drop on the ground when you take it? Yeah, there we go. Is it gonna be here? It is! Hey, give me that. Oh, that's cool. Where's the guy? There you are. You have an exclamation point now. Hey there, we just talked a second ago. Oh, right, yes, hello. Yeah, about that. You said you don't want tea, but that was obviously a slip of the tongue. Let's not dance around it. You're drinking tea, and that's final. Well, it's just that I'm not really thirsty at the moment, so, you know, no tea for me right now. Yeah, thank you. Do you know what I'm going through right now? Oh my gosh. Let me explain to you what my day has been like. Let's see. I can't carry my sword, the single most important thing I own. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And now I'm out here trying my hardest to run a tea shop for who knows how long. And my one responsibility is to put tea in people's hands. That's it. I'm sorry you have to do that. So I'm going to make you a tea and you will drink it because you're in a tea shop. Yes? Are we good? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. For what? I need to leave. Goodbye. I'm sorry. Oh no. What? You can't leave. How will I give you tea? I'm sorry. But was this not? I think they misunderstood. They must have tea. Oh, you can you put, no, you can't put trinkets there, right? I do like that you can slide on this thing. No, I thought you could put stuff on the, actually maybe. I don't have anything in my hand. Maybe that was where I went wrong. Uh-oh, Boros wants to talk to me. Did I do something, Boro? Boro, they left. The person in the cape just walked out on me for no reason. Aha, I see. And did you happen to insist that drinking tea is an absolute requirement here? Yes, duh, because again, this is a tea shop. No, I completely made space for whatever they wanted. I see the connection you're trying to make, and I refuse to acknowledge it. Miss Alta, Boro's very glad to see you tackling your new role so enthusiastically. But please remember that making tea is only part of what Wanderstop offers. Customers may simply want to rest here for a moment, yes? Just a break from travel. Or sometimes they are not even knowing what they want, and that is okay as well. Maybe you just haven't tried hard enough to assist them. Sounds like they don't need me then. These people seem like real losers. Goodness, Alta. Sounds like they don't need me then. Indeed, in some cases that might be true. But then why am I here at all? If there isn't something I can do out here, I'm going to lose my mind. Otherwise, if I'm not making progress on something, I'm going to freak out. Well, how would you feel about using some downtime to maintain the shop a bit? I'm sure we will be having new customers soon. Might be good to do some preparation. For instance, if there are any new plants you wish to make, perhaps now is a good time. Or if you see any leaves gathered into piles, you can sweep them up too. The time between customers is our downtime, Miss Alta. It is a moment just for us. Please, I would encourage you to enjoy it if you can. Oh, and also, can you do Boro's favorite pastime in the whole world, drinking tea? Would you perhaps try making a cup of tea for yourself? I think you might like it. You should be looking in your field guide to find a fruit flavor that would suit you. With your finished cup of tea, perhaps you'll find a nice spot to sit and drink it. Sitting in a lovely place with a delightful beverage, it's easy to let the mind wander, yes? It's a time only for you, Miss Alta, some lovely time to do nothing at all. Yes, a wonderful sort of stuff, tea is. Well then, do you feel as though you have enough to do in our downtime? None of these sound like measurable objectives. Indeed, they are not, but that is why they are good to practice. It is like anything, Miss Alta, it gets better with practice. I am very grateful for your patience and good luck with your continuing tea shop adventures. Okay. Let's, make a tea, I guess. Well, we have one still. Like we have more tea in the, that we made before. Surely it's still good. go sit somewhere. Oh, there's a package. Oh. Where's a place to sit? There's one.
Who would I say has wronged me? I mean, it's weird because obviously I've fought all of these rivals. People who have tried to tear me down in all sorts of ways. And I do resent a lot of them. But, bizarrely, my most vivid memory of being wronged was when I was 14 years old. My father came home from work, and he sat us down and told us that his job didn't exist anymore. We were going to move homes again. I was going to say goodbye to everything again. And it's like, he lost his job. That's what I remember. That he was weak. Why should I have to change my whole life around because he was too weak to hold on to something? That's how I felt at the time. Then, years later, I learned it actually hadn't been his fault at all. It was something totally outside of his control. So in theory, I should have been able to forgive him and move on, right? But I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't. It was like the anger had dug trenches in my chest. There was nothing I could do. There was no amount of rational explanation that would get it to budge. I still feel that anger. Even now. I don't understand why.
Woo! How do I... Okay, there we go. Tea flavors. Different flavors of tea will evoke different thoughts from Alta when she sits down to drink. The above sticker will be printed in your field guide next to any fruit that Alta has offered her thoughts on. Tea leaves are not required when making tea for Alta. Ah, okay. So we have had that tea. I see. Interesting. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Alright, what happened here? To the person who placed the lost parcel in the mail, Detective Greyline here. That package that you mailed to me just so happened to have been the crucial piece of evidence I needed to crack the Susie Winderkins case. How did this vital piece of evidence end up in your hands? I don't know, but I'm grateful you sent it. Now, little Miss Winderkins will get to thankfully go free and be fully cleared of all charges of mass aggravated livestock theft. It's another victory for justice and a close call at that. What? Oh, so there's a person in the background. Little Susie has requested that I send you her favorite doll as thanks. It may not mean much to you, but this doll is special to her. She and I both appreciate your help more than words can say. Until next time. You picked up the attached item. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, his foot seems... Wowie McZowie. This looks exactly like a tea shop in the middle of the woods. Okay, this design is incredible. I love the collar poking out of the armor. He has like a Hawaiian shirt underneath or something like that. It's long sleeves though. I like the broom as his helmet. His gauntlet or his like boot is glowing. Wowie McZowie. No way, no freaking way. Is that really what it is? A magical tea shop? You sound like you're going to be a whole lot. Yes. Amazing, stupendous, I love it. This is exactly the kind of wild adventure that a knight would get into. A real knight. Gerald the Knight, at your liege, a fair day upon you, and also upon me, who is an actual knight. Yeah, somehow I'm not buying that you're a real knight. You're not? But I have all this knight stuff. What makes you think I'm not a real knight? It's just your everything. Sigh. I guess I can do my best to improve on everything. Hey, come to think of it, Timothy is also constantly asking me to improve on everything. Timothy? My son, and he's just the best darn son in the whole world. Aww. Here, I've got a photo of him. Look at this. I love cheese. Oh, goodness. I took him to the International World of Cheese Museum. He adored it. Did you know cheese isn't a plant? Wild, right? For Timothy's birthday, I made him a series of sweaters with my face on them. It's so that if he ever forgets me, he can just look down at his torso and there I am. Why would he forget you? Oh, he's always going on about wanting to purge me from his memory. You know how kids are. I don't. Ah, of course. Well, as a father, let me tell you, it's very normal for a son to wear a sweater of his father's face. Let's see another Timothy photo. This is us at 3 a.m. This is us at 4 a.m. This is us at 4:15. This is us at 4:22. I get it, Gerald. You enjoy waking Timothy up in the middle of the night. What? No, I don't. Oh my gosh, yes, I guess you're right. I'm seeing the pattern now. Here we are registering to vote in our local fishing ordinance council elections. The guy in the background. Well, Timothy can't vote, but loves the electoral process. Or is it that he loves tennis? I forget. It's one of the two. We went horseback riding. I'm so proud of Timothy. He only vomited 3 times. I honestly love the art style of this game. Like even the Alta portions where it's all just like still images. It's so good. Why did he vomit at all? Doesn't horseback riding make everyone vomit? I vomited like 10 times myself. Gerald, that sounds awful. Come on, we were riding horses. Who can be upset when you're riding a horse? Here's Timothy graduating from 8th grade. I was asked to give a speech. Or maybe I ran onto the stage and gave a speech anyway. Who can say? I was gonna say, that doesn't sound like a thing. They don't usually get parents to do that. Did I actually talk or did I just sob at the podium? Who knows? Oh boy. Here we are buying 30 pounds of corn flour. This is kind of a joke Timothy and I have, where I buy 30 pounds of corn flour every Monday. Why? Exactly, that's what Timothy says every time we do this. It's all part of the joke. What's the joke? You sound just like Timothy. This is from when we recorded a spoken word album together. Doesn't have any Timothy. He refused to speak once the entire time, but it's in the spirit of togetherness. I'll be honest, I got a bit of creative terror during recording, so I didn't say anything either. But it's 2 hours of silence that really speaks to the bond between father and son. Awkward taking over a kid's graduation? I know. 30 pounds sounds excessive in my opinion. Oh, that's all of them. That's all my photos. You're the first person who's ever stuck around for every one of my photos of Timothy. Now that I've gone through them all, I'm pretty amazed how many of these photos I have. Hey, why don't I leave one of them with you? Timothy would love to have his face on a shop wall. Sure, I'll take a photo. Great, which photo do you want? 3 a.m. wake up, fishing council. Let's see. I assume we'll be able to put this on. Horseback riding, 8th grade graduation. I think the cornflower. That one's just so iconic. It feels like. Sure thing, here you go. I don't get the impression that Timothy likes you very much. What? Of course he likes me. I mean, yeah, I may be the world's single biggest dork bot. And so lame, just so unbelievably lame. And, oh God, Dad, stop taking photos. Dad, please. People are staring at us, Dad. I want to die. I want to die right now. But other than that, he adores me, I think. Sure, whatever. Would you like a cup of tea? That's what we do here, I guess. Is drinking tea something that a real knight would do? Yes, that's a common trait amongst knights. Then I will absolutely drink tea as part of my grand adventure. Is there any particular flavor you prefer? Well, to be honest, I'm pretty tired from all this walking. Do you have anything that can wake me up? Give me a big old shot of energy? I'll go take a look and see if that's a thing. Your field guide now contains a section called requests. Anything a character has asked you for will be recorded here. Open the field guide with triangle. Your field guide will also include information about different fruits and the various effects that each fruit has when consumed. Oh, I just noticed there's the doll. Let me go ahead and place this somewhere. How do I reach that? Oh. That's so good. I love that. Who could use that in a week? I feel like he doesn't. Something tells me that he just wastes the thing. Okay, so also... Oh, so let me read this. Chip Chips, a palate cleansing fruit filled with mint. Consuming it reminds me of those who have wronged you. Puff Pod tastes like the origins of planet itself, makes you nostalgic for something you never actually experienced. Vreetelbeet, savory, nutty, fully bodied, and can sometimes cause burning sensation in the feet. Consuming it ages you by 1 minute. But I guess that's like what happens when you just eat anything. And Azzy fruit tastes like the day you first met your best friend. Tart, sticky, and high in caffeine. So we want to make something with the Azzy fruit. Let's waste the rest of this tea, I guess. Okay, so things we need. Actually, I think we already have one of those. Let's see if I can remember this without looking up at the thing. Or looking it up at all. We need to first fill this with water. Then we need to up. Keep it going. Alright. Next we go to this thing. Okay. Now... T-ball? We're doing one of these. This. And we're good. Alright, where is... Well, hold on. Let me talk to him. Hi, Gerald. Hi, did you say there was tea? Oh, not yet. I'll be back. Okay. You said you wanted something to wake you up. That's right. Okay. I didn't actually see his request in here. Tab. Oh, okay. I needed to change the page. Okay. I see. I see how this works. All right. Where is Undmug? I guess we can go to... Oh, hello. Do you have something? Do you need something? Say, Burrow has noticed something very interesting happening to our tea machine. Have you seen the flowers that are sprouting on the tea machine tree? Miss, it is no accident. This is because of the spare tea that goes unused whenever you make a new batch. You see, whenever tea gets poured down the drain, it is in fact being poured directly into the tree itself. Yes, your old and unused tea is actually hydrating the tree. How convenient. The more drinks you pour, the more flowers will be appearing on the tree. So please, do not fret if some of the tea you make goes unused. All of it will find its purpose in the end. Oh, that's nice. That's actually a pretty cool feature. So you don't feel bad about wasting the stuff. There we go. I have tea for you. Here you are. Wait a minute. I feel so alert. I'm out of my mind with energy. Heck yeah, this is peak Gerald right here. This is my best self. Can you believe that people are always telling me to chill out and for crying out loud, please stop? Well, those people can take a hike because I'm the one with the energy tea now. This is literally the best cup of tea that anyone has ever made. Thank you. By the way, can I ask you about whatever's happening to your leg? Oh, the purple smoke? It's bizarre, isn't it? I was wandering in these woods and all that happened is I tripped and scraped my leg. Well, technically, I scraped it on a glowing purple sword. And the sword was held by an old witch muttering to herself, who, funny story, lunged at me from the shadows and screamed, "You shall bear the mark! You shall become the shade! Its prisoner, its companion, its smoldering ash left from the fires of decay. Breathe its fumes and become the pain of becoming." I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically it. Gerald, I think a witch has cursed you. Well, I can't see anything to be worried about. Gerald, I think a witch has cursed you. Oh, sure, obviously that's occurred to me, but don't worry, I'm fine. Your leg is literally smoking. Yeah, but to heal myself, I did like 100 sit-ups after all this happened. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm in peak physical condition right now. That's not how you heal a curse. Hey, who's the knight here? I don't think you... Look, I understand this kind of thing probably is really new for you. If it's really concerning to you, I'll do another 50 sit-ups after I finish this tea, okay? See, I'll be fine. If you say so. Glad you agree. After all, I'm a real knight, and if there's one thing knights are known for, it's physical health and well-being. Okay, time to reflect on the tea, a taste of this tea, like a knight. Oh my gosh. Let me, I need him to stop for a second. Can I move around with this? No. Okay. Also, I meant to pick this up. He's taking his time. Let's do this. Thank you so much for mailing my lost package to me. It seems to have slipped out of my bag. What a blessing that you stumbled upon it and thought to send it back. The package contained my daughter's school textbooks. The minute she received them, she studied them front to back and then immediately went out and won a local science fair. How did she get to the science fair so quickly and immediately win it? Believe me, I'm just as confused as you. But I think it's the power of education. Here, I'll send you her trophy as proof. She won't miss it. She's already won another 4. Thank you again for your help. It means a lot to both of us. Oh, it's like a little volcano thing. Oh, hello. Oh, it's you. Oh, you're back again. Ahem. Say there, local citizen, have you found yourself troubled lately by malevolent spirits? Indeed, more than ever, demons seem to haunt our every waking minute, a tragedy. Surely in your own town, you too have noticed the abundance of unlawful apparitions. What's going on? What are you doing? Then I say you're in good... Hang on, what comes next? Oh. Then you are in good fortune because your neighborhood demon hunter has arrived. Pause for excited murmuring. Did you know that in communities without a demon hunter present, those communities are more likely to have demons? The math checks out. how about if I bring you tea? Yes, I know what you are thinking. Surely the price of such assistance is more than I can afford. Well, my friend, that is where you are in luck. For you see, the Order of Demon Hunters believes that these vital community services should be provided at no cost to you. Wow, how could it be? It's almost too good to be true. For although we know this is a controversial topic, the Order of Demon Hunters believes that all communities deserve to live in peace and security. Pause for shocked gasps. That's why, for merely the price of room and board, the highly trained demon hunter before you could soon become a vital fixture in this exceedingly charming neighborhood. Please, do not rush to answer. Discuss it amongst your local elders first, as is needed. I do eagerly await your reply. May your township steer towards its own greatest fortune. Cool, anything else? No. Right, well, here's what I'm noticing. You are a demon hunter looking for a town to help, right? But I can't give you that need because this isn't a town. So, you know, sorry or whatever. Say, let's discuss the ways in which demons may manifest in your neighborhood. Town hall meetings that run far longer than intended. What was that? Neighbors in disagreement about proper fence heights. Anxiety. And many more. Parties being thrown in inappropriate hours. Say nothing. Square dancing events taking place without proper permits. Conflict over what constitutes a family-friendly karaoke song. Citizens suddenly inexplicably believing they know martial arts. Neighbors mowing their lawns 4, 5, even 6 times every single day. Misspellings in community event flyers. And many more. Shall I give more examples? Oh my god, no, please no more. Please no more, stop. Look, I am trying to be patient, okay? I am trying, but I need something to do, something to keep me active. I can't just sit and listen to people talk. So, Demon Hunter, this is a tea shop. I can make you tea. That's all I can do for you. Do you want tea or not? I guess, well, if you have Vreetal tea, I suppose we could do a Vreetal ceremony. It's a particular kind of ceremony that requires Vreetal tea, so, if you have Vreetal tea, great. I will get you Vreetal tea. Perfect, thank you. Back in a second. Okay. Say, Boro has thought of something that you may wish to know about. Within our shop, library, there's a book called the Book of Answers. Perhaps you've already seen it. Miss Alta, this is a very special book. It is an old and sacred tome. You see, the Book of Answers knows exactly how to meet the needs of every customer who comes through our shop. Yes, if you ever find yourself struggling beyond all reason with a drink request, you can simply go look in the book. They will surely tell you exactly what must be done to make the person happy, no questions asked. Where does the Book of Answers come from? I am not knowing. It is far older than even Boro, if you can believe it. Yes, we are simply custodians tending to its ancient and unknowable magic. Personally, Boro prefers not using the book to solve our customers' requests. To solve our customers' requests is a great delight, but from time to time, even I am indulging myself in a good old-fashioned spoiler. Yes, indeed. Nevertheless, now you know of its existence, and you may use it or not. Can it explain what's wrong with me? Well, it's possible that the Book of Answers is mostly containing answers to shop-related questions, or perhaps Miss Alta's conundrum does not have a clear answer. Oh my, what a dilemma that would be. Yes, but best not to think about it. Let's just assume that the Book of Answers only pertains to shop-related questions. I am kind of curious what is in it. Also... Oh, there's the knight. While we're here... Hold on. Oh. Just for the sake of, like, Inception. Oh, that's terrible. It doesn't fit there. There you go. Before I make tea, that Vreetal tea, I want to try some of this tea myself. So I don't want it to go to waste. Oh! What is this? I will come back to that, I guess. Let's have ourselves a thoughtful moment.
I don't think I have a best friend. Do I? The closest is probably this kid who always came into the shop where my dad worked when I was young. I didn't like this guy. But he hung around the shop so often that at some point he just defaulted to being my friend. One day, he and I are hanging out and he says, "You know your dad's a loser, right?" Of course I thought my dad was a total loser. I thought he was weak and spineless. But for some reason, I just instinctively punched this kid right in the face. I'd never punched anyone before. I hit him again, there on the ground, and he tried to kick back. But I held him down and hit him, and hit him, and then... Then a bit later, my dad lost his job, and we had to move. And I never saw that kid again. After we moved, I remember the very first thing I did was sign up for boxing classes.
Yeesh! I like how that story progressed from... I think this person was my best friend to I beat them up and I have never seen them since. That, certainly escalated. I wonder if I can just give one to Boro. Like, do I have to... Oh, also, I see. Hold on. So is there any... Yes, we... So, yes, we... Like, that was team making. Hold on. Have you brought... I did bring you some tea. Yes, this is for you. Wonderful. So... if it isn't Azzy tea, one of Boro's favorite. Azzy tea is often making me think of the lovely Sylvia. What a gem. Known each other many years, Boro and Sylvia. Aw. And here's a photo of the two of us. Can you tell who is who? Often I am sneaking out of the shop to be spending time with her. Many adventures we've had. It is unsafe to leave the shop completely unattended like this for days at a time. Certainly, yes? But very worth it to spend a couple days with lovely Sylvia. I hope that you will be meeting her someday. What a fun pairing you two would be. That's kind of cool. So, yes, there is tea making. So there's like a garden out here that we can grow by planting seeds. And it's kind of neat how you, like, make things. So, for example, in order to make, like, what you need for some of the teas... You have to, like, plant the plants in a certain, like, configuration. And then you water it. This plant egg. Oh, Boro. Boro. There you go. So then it creates that. And then as you water it, it creates more seeds. then you can use those seeds to make these like bigger plants that produce fruits. Like that. And then that is what you use in the big tea infuser thing that's in the center. We also need to get like these just kind of like tea ball things. But then you go through and actually like, you have to use this thing in a certain order. So actually, hold on. Let's use this. We'll make some tea now because we need to make tea for that other person, the demon hunter. So first step to make tea. Go up top and pull on this lever. Okay. And we go down to here. We have to heat up the water. We have to keep it in that little, like, lined zone until the whole bar turns, like, orangey red. Yep. Then we move to this thing here. Do that. Now we're going to throw... here we go. We have to throw a T-ball in here. And what we want the tea to be, the fruit. So this is one of the people want Vreetle tea. So boop. And now we go to this thing and it all pours into this guy. So now we need a mug. So it is both like managing a tea shop, but it's also kind of like it's also sort of about the characters, I think, and what they're going through. Our character is like going through a very traumatic experience, and so we're like having to face that before we like go forward. Also, okay, let's put that there. Oh, you need something. So Gerald, is there anything else I can do for you? I need to ask. I need a task I can complete. A task? Hey, you betcha there is. Just now I was trying to figure out why neither you nor Timothy believe that I'm a real knight. And then it hit me. It's because I don't have a super cool knight pose. Could you help me decide on a great pose that proves I'm a knight? Alright, let's see the super cool knight pose. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Can you add a bit of pizzazz to it? How about this? Try adding a display of raw strength in there as well. Grrr. Now do it on one leg. Like this? I want to see your sensitive side. Show me some emotion. Oh, the tragedy, the injustice. Make it like a funny tragedy. Hey, how you folks doing tonight? Heard about this tragedy? What's the deal with that? Now channel all these emotions into your desire to be a knight. Yes, I want to be a knight so badly. Congratulations, you're a knight. I did it! I'm a knight. I can't believe it. Timothy is gonna be so psyched. I'm so pumped up right now. In fact, I think it's time I headed back into the forest. I feel like doing something that only a real actual knight would do. Like what? Well, you know, knight stuff. Anything specific? A true knight can never know what their adventure will be. A true knight must discover the adventure as it happens to them. I read that on a menu at a restaurant once. It wasn't about knights, but I think it still works. Gerald, what exactly do you think knights do? Get into cool adventures. Is that correct? Am I close? No, knights have duties to uphold. They take oaths. They report to someone. Why are you doing any of this? I mean, do I need to have a reason? Can't a really cool dad just be a knight for no reason? Does it have to be to prove to his son that he's the coolest dad on the planet? I never said, but now that you mention it, do you think maybe he would find it cool that I'm a knight? if I got into the most fantastic adventures out in these woods, if I was a real knight, then do you think he'd want to take more photos with me and show off those photos to his friends and call me something cool like Pops McGee? Is McGee really your last name? With all the nightly adventures I get into, there's no way I could be a total dorkbot, right? This is my destiny. This is my story. It's time for me to go out there and be the best knight I can be. As knights are always saying, yar. Don't die, Gerald. Okay. I also feel bad that we served this tea and then didn't, like, go deliver it. Where are you? There you are. Here you go, tea. Verily, you have brought me the ceremonial Vreetal tea. As is customary, we will now perform the time-honored Vreetal ceremony. Ooh, I'm excited. I haven't done a Vreetal ceremony in ages. There's more? Yes. Fine, one ceremony and that's it. Very good. Come, let us adjourn to the place of ceremony. So where is, your place of ceremony? I do not have a place of ceremony because that isn't a real thing. But don't you have some kind of designated spot? The book says every town should have a ceremonial spot. I forgot. We do those by the big willow tree. Verily, let me just put this cup down and then I'll meet you there. Okay, let me clean that up. Also, I will have a cup of tea. Because it seems like we're supposed to drink them. And also, I feel like we probably... I wonder if we have to, like, drink them multiple times, too? For, like, to get all of the memories and stuff. Also... Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought that was something else. Alright. Oh, I also wanted to see... I forgot... Hold on. Let me put this here. What is this? Do I need to... Do I water them? Do we think? No. Do I just snip them? But they look special. They're glowing. Well, that seemed like the wrong thing to do, but... Oops, did not mean to drop those. Alright, let's have ourselves some tea. And then we'll probably stop there for today. I forget what this one says it does.
Oh, gross. As soon as I drink this tea, my feet start hurting.
That's right, it makes your feet hurt or something.
My feet already hurt from climbing these ladders. I don't need more pain. Well, I mean, pain is fine by me. But it has to be good pain. I think I have an infinite tolerance for pain, as long as it's good. As long as it's the, the correct kind. That's why everything in this forest has been so miserable. Because it keeps on feeling like bad pain. The wrong kind, and oh my god. I hope this turns out to be good pain. Please let this be good pain. Please.
Alta's going through some stuff. Oh, hello. Everyone is here. Okay, let me put this back. Let me, or at least clean this up, and then we'll stop there for today. Okay. But friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. We will definitely be playing more Wanderstop. I think tomorrow we will continue more Final Fantasy V. We'll get back into that. So we won't continue this immediately. But we still have quite a ways to go in Final Fantasy V. And we'll just kind of continue with that for a bit. And then I think maybe next time we do a bonus stream or something, or maybe next weekend or something, we'll continue more Wanderstop. Seems like a very chill game. One with a cozy little gameplay loop. I'm really liking it. For those that did not see, it should be there should be a pinned message with the link there, unless the pinned message went away. It should still be there though. But Wanderstop is on Steam. I can't remember if it's on anything else, but it's currently on sale on Steam for like 10% off. So you should check that out if this interested you at all. I really like the writing. I think it's very funny, kind of in its own way, but also then sad, and I mean, it definitely sounds like, you know, Alta's going through some stuff, so I really like it. Thank you for the stream, of course, Sassy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Before we go, let me say to Emers, thank you so much for the 50 stream streak, and Yimit for the 60 stream streak. Too much to bear for resubscribing for 10 months at tier 2. Appreciate it. And Joss for the 5 stream streak, and everyone for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I will be back tomorrow with some more Final Fantasy V, so I hope you're ready for some more turn-based RPG goodness. But that'll be it for us today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye!